Yes, people, Manscaped is back, but this time it's not for below the belt grooming. Manscaped brings to you the Beard Hedger, the best product on the market when it comes to beard trimmers. The Beard Hedger is unique due to its number of gradient settings. As someone who's purchased this, I won't turn to any other beard trimmer. Check it out for yourself at manscaped.com. And don't forget to use code FTM20 to get 20% off of this product.
Yes, people, big up to every single one of you. Do me a favor, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and make sure you show Manscaped some love. They showed us some love, so make sure we show them some love as well. Go to manscaped.com, use the code FTM20 for 20% off of all products there, man. Hooks is laughing because he's loving my acting, isn't you? Do you know what I'm saying?
What
is...
the fuck? Do we have Jacob here? Holy fuck.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome, Mo.
Oh my god, bro.
Well, if we got you, it's all good. Big up to the panel. Very different panel today, but an elite one in that. Nina, debut on the channel. How are you?
Hello. Yeah, thanks for inviting me on. I'm good. Yeah, well.
Your mic is not connected.
It's okay. We'll come back to you. But I did hear you. But Mo's a perfectionist. Do you know what I'm saying? Mo,
wait,
how are you, bro?
How about now?
That's cool.
See you go. I know.
Well, what an entrance. Yay. Yeah, I'm good. I mean, obviously not results-wise, but doesn't affect me much. I mean, I'm disappointed, but we'll talk about it, I'm sure. But otherwise, good. Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Nah, come on. Always welcome. We're going to definitely touch on Chelsea as well. Mo, sitting there chilling. How are you, my bro?
I'm very, very good. I'm very, very good, people. Yeah, make sure to like the video, guys, if you're watching this now. And if you're watching this on the replay, like it before you go and enjoy it. So let's go, people. Let's go.
I love for that, Mo. Make sure you're following both Nina and, of course, Judge Mo as well. Winter Surfer, been too long, my bro. How are you, mate?
Closer to the weekend, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. You know what I mean?
Closer to that Man United game, which is going to be mad at the weekend.
Yeah.
That's for sure, man. That's for sure. Now that Ruben Amorim is on his way. But I'm sure that you'll be confident in winning this one. Hooks, what you telling me, brother?
Hey, I'm feeling great. Through to the quarterfinals, and Mr. Jacob, his team made it possible that I can now be shameless and say one team definitely can't win the quad now, innit? So yeah, it was a great day of football yesterday. You know what I mean?
Well, Jacob, you and Hooks were at it last time, bro, and you went through last night, man. You went through last night. Pep decided to play a bunch of 15-year-olds, and you won. Well done. No, I'm joking, man. I'm not going to be that shameless. Come on, man. Talk to me.
You sound like some Spurs fans trying to demean every victory, every turn that we get, and so I'm used to it from rivals. I'm used to it from Spurs fans. But one thing I won't do is act like I'm ashamed to beat Manchester City when they fielded 3 kids, and one of those kids is 22 years old. If my kid's 22 years old, I ain't calling him a kid personally, but hey, we move. He's older than Dragusin, the McAtee, older than Dragusin, older than Pop Matasar, but they played the kids. That's fine. I've never cared what narratives they want to.
Are you winning this Caraboa Cup, Jacob? Is this the one Ange is going to win in his second year? Come on, talk to me.
I just want to get to a final, and then at that point, I'll feel pretty confident, because getting to a final, we haven't done that since Jose Mourinho was here, and even when we did, we sacked the manager right before it. So it's like, do I have until the day of the final? I won't feel confident. I'll say it that way, because with Tottenham Hotspur and the way that we operate, I wouldn't be surprised if we do some funny bit. We get to another final, and guess what? We sack another manager. I don't think we will. I think the Jose thing was a little bit different, but will we win it? You gotta get past the next round. And for me, I think that I like we're not doing the Arsenal route, Preston Road. Who's Preston Road with a little innocent lamb as their logo? Damn Jesus Christ Nazareth looking logo, and you put 4 on them, and you're like, oh look, we're so good. Okay, congratulations. You take the easy path. I'll take the road less traveled. I'll go through City. I'll go through United. Then I'll pick up Liverpool or Arsenal. I don't care.
No one cares about the pathway. No one cares.
I'll have you know, Jacob, Preston, show them some respect. Andrew, I didn't know you were here to defend Hooks. I didn't know he couldn't defend himself.
No one cares about
Is that what we're doing? You're here to back him up? Oh, don't talk mean about my brother. I'm going to sell him Sterling again. Yeah, okay.
Please put on the
Preston.
trophy that we played Man City. Please put on the trophy. Who cares about the pathway, bro? It just says your name on it.
Yeah, how's your pathway? Non-existent?
No, no.
Doesn't exist. There is no path. You were in a car, no road.
Sorry, do you mean
Congratulations.
Jacob shows violence today, man.
Mo. I should
Why
just repeat.
no? I'm out, bro. I'm out.
No, it's these two clubs, bro. They do this whole like we're rivals. Let me hug you type shit. I don't play that.
You just say, and you didn't answer this question Mo said the other night. What's the point of Spurs? Just this cheerleading one-round victories, and then you're out.
Someone's watching now. Oh, we got big up, Andrew. Big up.
That's all it is. You will have this. You guys will have this on a commemorative plate like you usually do each season when you win a big game. That's all it is. You'll have it at the end of the season. You'll have it as your greatest moments in the season of beating Man
Do you
City.
collect those or something? Because I've never seen them.
Of course.
I don't know what you're talking about. Collective plates. I ain't got not one collective plate. I got collective cups of a great center back. I've got it's a collective cup. It's a cup. It's not a plate, and it's a cootie cup. Yes.
Season, by the way. That's all it is. It's the only cup you're raising. It's all good, man. It's all good.
Hooks, man. Talk to me.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, Jake, I don't know what Winter Surfer's doing in it, because I don't do the link up thing with Chelsea, because to me, them man are shameless and they're always chatting to me about my club in it. But all I know is show Preston some respect. Yeah, the only other English club, yeah, to go invincible. Yeah, they was the first. Yeah,
at least get their name right. It's North End. You know what I mean? It's North End. At least if you're gonna diss them, get their name right. It's North End.
Yeah, exactly. Show them some respect. We won the battle of the Invincibles. I'm sorry, that was a big game.
This is shameless right here. I love it.
Big game, bro. Big game.
Invincible derby, wasn't it, Hooks?
Yeah, man. You know what I mean?
Man, look, I gotta be real. I watched the majority of the Tottenham Man City game because it was on a little bit later. Let me come to a neutral before I come back to Jacob. Mo, Spurs this season. Surely they should go all out and all out. Well, Mo's as neutral as I can be on this channel at the moment, right? Mo, talk to me about Spurs this season. Do you think they can get something over the line this season? Andrew said he always wins in his second year. Do you look at this Tottenham team any differently for them to try and win a trophy this season? If Ten Hag can do it, surely Ange Postecoglou can do it, right?
Never back Spurs in your life again. You learn from Mo. Back Spurs last season. They made me believe. I'm being serious. What? People think I'm being shameless.
No,
I was on the football terrace. I was on Sam's channel. I was on my channel saying Spurs are this, they're good. They got injuries. They fell off. Circumstances are circumstances. But as I think it's part of the culture. It is part of being Spurs. It's just the circumstances go, all of them, like your owner decide to sack one of the best ever cup managers 1 day before 2 days before the cup final. It's not their fault as Spurs fans. I feel sorry for Jacob and Will and all the other guys.
I don't want you feeling sorry.
I feel sorry for them. I'm being serious, by the way. I feel sorry that they became Spurs fans, Patrick and all the other guys. You know what I mean? However, I'll never back Spurs, bro. Dan, you will never see me back Spurs until they actually win something. Because I've been done dirty, bro, last season, bro. I've been like, oh my God, they play amazing football. James Madison doing this, Van de Ven this, Van de Ven that, bro. Injuries. They were 14th on the table in the second half of the season. 14th. That is horrific. I will never back Spurs, to be honest with you, Dan. Is the team good? Yes. Is Kulusevski being amazing? Fantastic, yes. But you guys know that Van de Ven has another hamstring injury. Here goes the back line. Here goes the high line. Here goes everything. Done. Over. There's no point. I'm telling you, bro. There's no point. There's no point.
It's hard for me, right? Because obviously I'm a gooner, so I can't stand the club, right? And Jacob can't stand Arsenal. It's cool. It's calm, right? But I do look at some of their players and I think, wow, okay, Spurs haven't actually got a bad 11, to be fair. And then it just
Everyone
goes
likes
wrong.
Hooks, you fraud. Nobody doesn't like Hooks. Everyone likes Hooks, bro. What are you talking about, bro?
Jacob, come back at us, bro, because obviously we're not dissing your club, but we're kind of talking dirty on it, man. What are you saying? Are we mad to be saying all this? Like Spurs aren't going to do it. Spurs are going to bottle it.
Well, no, I remember Mo. You know, he could say last year was when we burned him, but I remember at one point when we had Antonio Conte, he was like, you know, Spurs are actually they're okay under. I trust Conte. I like Conte, and then we scored that for you. So you know, Mo's giving us chance after chance
Conte
to
is
believe
gonna
in
win
us.
the league with Napoli, Jacob. Conte is gonna
slap.
revive. Listen, Jacob. Conte is reviving Lukaku's career, bro. Lukaku's
he looked
career is
great
being revived.
versus Milan, man. He looked great.
They're amazing in the league, bro. That tells me he was right. The problem
He's a great
is not
coach.
him, bro. It's not him.
This is why when people say, "Oh, Ainge is so naive," I think you're a clown for saying that. I think you're neglecting where we've been the last 5-6 years. Oh, Ainge, I don't like the way he doesn't look at people when he talks to them. Shut up. What are we getting a damn hiring him to be our president of the United States, or is he just a manager of my club? And it's the manager of my club.
Make sure to vote.
So.
Yeah.
Whenever he goes and he looks down, that don't bother me. I don't give a shit how he acts in a press conference. I don't care how he treats me. Oh, he's so mean to the media. You see the way he gets all snarky. You know what the media did? They've driven people to jump off of buildings. I don't give a damn about the media. So when I'm telling you, Ainge Postecoglou has not done anything wrong here. Just like I don't think Antonio Conte did anything
Nina's
wrong.
shocked.
Just like I think Jose Mourinho did. I'm sorry, Nina. I think it's the second time I've shared a stream with you.
Jacob, Nina.
No. We were on your channel once. We were on your channel, Mo.
Oh,
He
really?
was like,
Okay.
what
Yeah,
about
we were.
Yeah. Don't worry. The fireworks will be ending soon. But when I look at my club, like, and all the things that y'all say, how am I supposed to debate any of it? You say I don't believe Spurs until they win a trophy. I don't believe Spurs until we win a trophy either. So how am I supposed to go against it? Because literally, again, I'm not over it. I mean, I am. It's years ago, but sacking Jose Mourinho 5 days before the last final we ever played in so far, that to me, I hate it. I hate it, and I agree with y'all to an extent. I don't think we're as bad as everybody makes us out to be, but from a 5,000 foot view, we've won one trophy in 23 years. So how am I supposed to get up here and say, oh yeah, this and that and the other? Now, I know Hooks is over there pointing and stuff, but it's been a minute for you since you won a trophy too, but we could move past that. But there's something you said earlier, Dan, that I actually do want to accentuate, that if Ten Hag could do it, surely anybody that's in this remaining, what was it, the remaining 8, surely any of them could go on and win it, is kind of how I see it. So we have a fighter's chance, which is all I asked for. I didn't care how we won yesterday. I just wanted to get through to the next round, and that's what it was. Our competition next time ain't going to be as hard, but it's still united, and it's Spurs in a knockout tie. So you got to imagine they're going to feel confident and up for it. We beat them at their ground with their old manager. They got a new manager, new mentality. So, in regards to winning it all, I don't know. I don't feel confident in it. I'd probably put a cheeky bet on it if the odds were good, but I don't feel confident until we're in the final, and then I'll probably feel confident the day of, because like I said, I got PTSD. Last final I was in, we sacked our manager, and if I have to go through another final with Ryan Mason, we're losing it. I don't care.
Look, I always like to think I'm a bit of a gentleman, but I haven't been today. It's normally ladies first, but I've left ladies till last. Nina, what do you make of
I'm just
Tottenham this
listening.
season?
I'm just absorbing all this information.
What do you make of Spurs this season? Do you see anything different under Ange? You just think it's like one-way football? Talk to me.
Oh, I love how you've left it as a Chelsea fan at the end there, as if I'm going to say anything lovely and nice about Spurs. But okay, fair enough. Like, torturing Man City at home is their thing. So I guess great. I mean, enjoy that and stuff. I mean, I'm not one to chat about my result yesterday because we're out the cup. But, I'm not going to sit here and give Tottenham loads of flowers. Shout out to Timo Werner, though. Such an underrated player. Love Timo. And, what a goal he scored.
You're trolling. You're trolling there, right? You're joking there, right?
No, I love Timo Werner.
What? Are you for real?
Fond memories at Chelsea.
I mean, he did help them win a Champions League. I can understand the
love
sentiment.
Timo's my player.
Something that you will never see in your lifetime, bro.
Wow.
Well, I at least have European heritage, so I don't want to hear Hooks or Dan say anything.
No. We're not gonna do this. I need to remind you. We won
Of your Finians? Is that what you're going to remind us of?
Yeah. No, this ain't opinion today. This is a fact. Yeah, we won the Cup Winners' Cup, which is a European trophy, and we won the Intercity Fairs Cup, which then became the UEFA Europa League. So I just wanted to, you get me, just correct you there, brother man, because I don't want you talking all wild. and making yourself look foolish. So
Dan, what do you say about that? Because I know Hooks is a criminal, but what do you say to this?
Look, I can't even sit there and try and big up our European heritage because it is poor for the size of the club, right? I will big up the Parma result in '94. I will, because that was one of the ones I grew up on. Fairs Cup, City Fairs Cup. Look, I can't. It was in the '70s, man. I can't even say that I'm even aware of what that even looked like back then, right? We need to win in Champions League, man. That's what we need to do, because the Chelsea fans are getting, "Oh, we're bigger than you." The City fans are saying we're bigger than you. I still think neither of them are. If we win that European Cup, then we just shut everybody up, man. That's the way I see it, man. That is the way I see it. Listen, let's move on from Spurs because I want to talk about Chelsea. I will say congratulations to Tottenham last night, by the way. I will not be shameless. So, big up to Salad, by the way. Salad, big up to you, bro. Absolute legend for coming on. Look, let's talk about Chelsea.
Why is he laughing already?
Did you text someone to jump on again like most stream yesterday?
No.
Liverpool's
I had this plan for time. I didn't know what is their little relationship I'm not aware of or something. What's going on?
No, because yesterday I saw the stream that they were having, and it looked really, really fun. So I texted Mo, I was like, "Yo, Mo, send me the link. I want to jump on." And it ended up being a really good stream, and that's why.
Do you know you rattled City fans to the point that someone texted me, get someone on the show to talk to you about Man City. Someone I've never spoken to before.
He rattled Liverpool and City fans yesterday.
I went on a space yesterday in the evening. They were talking about how you talk about City, bro.
No, yesterday I had
on my show, bro.
I had a masterclass yesterday. But
it was. Listen, man, that's why I bring you on, Salad. Do you know what I mean? For another master, it's like a super sub thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
You got some respectable fans here today. Tottenham got a lot of love for. Chelsea got a lot of love for. I don't know what team. Halftime.
I got a love for Tottenham. You're fraud because you live in North London.
Me and Hooks are Arsenal.
I live in North London. I can see the stadium from my bedroom window. I mean, I live here.
Does that warrant them respect as a football club?
Hey, big up Salad, man.
And
how is that warrant them a respect because you live near the stadium?
I want Tottenham to win the Europa League this year. So
talk to me.
I really want Tottenham to win the trophy this year.
All right, then.
I like this already.
Basically, Salad has just come on to suck all of our clubs off. That's basically what it's like he's doing right now. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, welcome everybody. I love all your clubs. I'm a Napoli fan, but I love everybody. Like, come on, man. What are we doing here? Let's move.
No, City fans are lucky there's no City rep here because most Salad doesn't like Man City.
They don't actually exist. Like they don't.
No, not again.
I feel like they're all
going down that road again.
See, someone says, "Are you not an Arsenal fan?" I'm not an Arsenal fan. I just really like Arteta. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So this is where it gets a bit sticky.
Fair play, man. Look, this one comes in for Jacob. What's this? Posse, Spursy, Jacob blaming the media now. What?
Never blame the media. It's not my fault out there in the Pacific Northwest. Y'all don't have ears. Okay? So use them if you got them and listen when I talk. And then you wouldn't have to spend $2 lying. You could spend $2 saying big up, Pots. Hit a like and subscribe.
But you know what? Big up for the super chat, Oregon Goon. You are a legend.
Yeah, big up, Oregon. Big up, Dow.
Big up also to Shane, who's been an absolute ledge, member of the channel and helping everybody get us up to 26k last night, which we hit. So big up to you, Shane. You deserve a mention, man. You've been an absolute ledge to push the likes and subscribe. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe, people, and you follow all of these people, man. You can see all of their social media handles and YouTube channels here. So make sure that you do that. Winter Circle, I'm coming to you, man. Chelsea, what the hell happened last night? I watched the goals. Defensively was a shambles. Maresca having doubts apparently from your fan base in how you set up, but rightly so. I was on LB's channel earlier and he said the team you put out was worth 400 million, man. So what went wrong, bro?
2 defensive lapses, really. Otherwise, it's, we controlled it, but we didn't really put much pressure on. Had a golden chance of João Felix, but at the end, it was 2. I mean, we tried to play up from the back. And we were doing it was like a Southampton impression against Brentford for that first goal. We were we played such a short pass to Vega, who then tried to, I don't know what he tried to do, hit off Enzo, and it goes, Isak scores. And then the second one's just bozo after bozo moment, really. it's just one of those things. I don't really mind. I didn't really mind the changes. So I knew he was going to. I don't know why Chelsea fans were surprised he made so many changes or complaining. He was going to make all these changes anyway. He does it. He's done it in all cup competitions, so he's doing it. It's just that.
But you shouldn't have done this. But yeah, but this was the first team Premier League opposition that we've played with our B team. He shouldn't have wholesale rotated 11 players, don't you think?
I think that yes, it's a debate now, but I mean, I wasn't really that upset with the lineup when it came out. I thought I knew he was going to make all the changes anyway, just from what he did in there with the Europa League and Europa Conference League and stuff like that. So I expected multiple changes. I did think maybe Gusto might start or something like that. But I thought we were never going to start Lavia Caicedo because we're too short in midfield to begin with.
When are we going to have a conversation about Enzo, by the way? When are we actually going to talk about
the conversation. No, he's a
we can have a conversation today.
Had about Enzo Fernandez.
We can have a conversation now.
It's easy. It's easy. He's not good enough. The end of the conversation. That's the end of the conversation. He's not good enough. That's it.
Is that gonna go down with Kepa and Lukaku as one of the worst Chelsea signings ever? I mean, 115 million pounds.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will. 105 million pounds. Yeah, it will go.
Can I have a conversation? Can I link this to other clubs as well?
I think Benfica is a front.
Let me get. I want to link it to other clubs. Why do Chelsea have the privilege to say, "Yeah, write it off. It's all right. It failed with the Lukakus, with the Modrics, with the Kepas, with the Enzos." While a team like Arsenal don't have that leeway. Nobody gives Arsenal leeway.
Are you Gaslight? Are you joking?
Wait.
No, I'm really asking the question. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to give you. I'm going to tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Arsenal going for the title, right? And everyone banters them because of they couldn't spend money. The transfer market, Declan Rice has to work, right? But with Chelsea, even though you spent a lot of money and you had new owners. Yeah, who cares? I will get Sancho Felix. It didn't work. Who cares? We'll send him out. We signed this guy. Well, sell this Aussie. Badiashile. Sell this guy. Sell that guy. We'll replace him. But no one gives other clubs leeway. Chelsea, Jack Grealish. No one gives Man City leeway about Jack Grealish. But everyone gives Chelsea this. Yeah, who cares? Enzo didn't work. The other guys will work.
Well, they did. But City did do that with Calvin Phillips. They've done it with a few players.
No, but,
Chelsea also sell a lot of players.
Jacob, hold on. They are stuck with Calvin Phillips. Let me just correct something for Jacob. They are stuck with Calvin Phillips. You remember? He got stuck with Calvin Phillips. He tried to lend him out once after the other. He can't sell him. They can't sell him
now, right?
Yeah, by loan. They can't sell the car, bro.
What planet have you been living on? What planet have you been living on where our finances are not discussed for the past 2 years and how much we're spending? What planet are you living on, though?
But you're not punished. Are you punished? Are you punished? Are you punished?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You're not. You still sign. You still sign players every day.
The sign players every day,
bro.
Sign players every day.
Ruined. The Hidwogo was ruined in this summer because of Chelsea. How many Hidwogos did you get?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was ruined. No. Let me. He was ruined when he said, "Here we go" for Dan Ashworth. Coming from Newcastle to Man United. That's where he ruined the "here we go." And he's doing it for an executive. Okay? That's where he ruined it. All right. That's where he ruined it. But this thing about we're not just like when
what is Guiwi by that? What is Guiwi? What is Guiwi? Guiwi, what is Guiwi?
He was on the bench.
What is Guiwi?
He was on the bench. Yeah, he was on the bench. Listen, you can have you want a conversation about Enzo? It's boring to me. He's not good enough. I'd get rid of him. I know we're not going to because of the money and stuff like that. But he's a guy who's not suited to the Premier League. He's just not suited to the Premier League. I don't know what maybe he'll do better in Italy or Spain or something like that. But he's not good enough for us. That's what I'm saying now. I think we've had nearly 2 years of it. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
I think we can safely say we can have an opinion on a player in 2 years. You know, what's he done? I mean, I think we should have got rid of him anyway in the summer for the off the field stuff. But that's a different conversation. But
we're talking.
And you know what I said to you, Mo, all summer. And Maresca made a rod for his back when he made him captain. Mo, I've told you that several times that he made him captain after all that stuff.
At least it's not worse than Bruno Fernandes as captain, which is it's all right. No,
what I'm saying is just the image. Just the image doesn't look right. The image doesn't look right after the summer, and then you make him captain and stuff like that. But playing wise, He just doesn't. He doesn't positively for me. Doesn't positively impact. I think he's played well once this season, maybe, or a couple of times, maybe second half at Wolves and a game against Brighton.
All right,
but
yeah, I hear you.
We've already seen the little impact Lavia has. We're just a different team when Lavia plays than when Enzo plays. It's just a different thing for me. You can go on about it, but for me, that conversation for me is over. He's just not good enough. So we need to.
You gave up on him.
Yeah, I think until he produces something, Mo, what is there to support with him? Do you know what I mean? There's nothing there to support with him until he produces something. You know.
The thing is, though, I also agree that I think a move to the Premier League was wrong for Enzo at the time. Obviously, it was all amplified by the fact that he won a World Cup. I think his fee massively set him up. He was always set up to be scrutinised because now we're left in a situation where, firstly, we can't possibly move him on. I said earlier, and I was talking to Mo about it, it's in Chelsea's best interest to make Enzo Fernandez work because of the amount of money we spent, because we basically bought Caicedo too. The only reason we pushed for Caicedo that much was because of that dream duo partnership with him and Enzo. So we actually pushed for Caicedo to accommodate Enzo. So it can't possibly backfire. It has, because like we say, I think the Premier League is just too quick. The pace of the Premier League is too quick for Enzo to deal with. He is a good player, but he never should have costed the amount he did. And that's why we scrutinise him a lot more. That's why we don't cut him as much leeway. You're right. He has now been here 2 seasons, so excuses shouldn't really be there. And to be honest, I mean, a lot of people said it last season when we finished the season without Enzo. Was it coincidence that those were our better run of games at the end of last year? I do see it now. I do choose to defend Enzo, but there is no coincidence that Enzo Maresca would rather start Lavia against the better teams as midfield like City and Liverpool when we played them, right? Enzo was dropped for those games. So that's quite telling. And I think that Maresca almost tried to save Enzo too by giving him the captaincy. I said that too. It was almost like here's your second shot. Prove to me that you're a good player and that we should be starting you week in, week out. Because frankly, nobody should ever spend 100 million plus on a bench squad player at best. That shouldn't ever be the case. And it's sad I say that because he's good, but it should have been a different career move from Benfica. He should have gone somewhere. Maybe he suits La Liga a little bit more, but I just think the Premier League is a little bit out of his reach. He hasn't adjusted.
And last season there was an excuse about, he was injured. He was carrying an injury. And okay, we'll give him a bit of leeway.
Which is fair.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now though, that injury, we can't use that now. As going, well, let's see. Well, we can go, well, let's see how he is now after the injury. And for me, I've already said it, in a pivot in a 2 in this league, I don't think this guy can't react fast enough for me. He gets caught a few times or he's out of position a few times. I just don't think he works in a double pivot in this league. I really don't, the way we're trying to play. You can see the difference also when Caicedo plays with Enzo, when he plays with Lavia. It seems like, I know Caicedo's played well all the season. It's just, you can see it's just a bit different. And even in the team as well, it's just one of those things. We're going to, you're right. We can't move him on right now, but I think eventually he will be moved on. But it's just how much.
There's a few players now, like that Disasi playing at right back is a disaster, mate. Like he cannot play at right back. He is absolutely abysmal. I've seen this a few times now, and I understand you don't need to. For sometimes you've got Gusto and Reece James, but when those guys are out and you're playing him, like you've got to try somebody else there, man. He is absolutely abysmal. And I mean, what was the new goalkeeper like, by the way? Because I think that Sanchez is a bozo.
Horrific, bro. Horrific.
Was he?
Trust me, Dan. Like we've not had conversations, but I've not thought that Sanchez is good enough for Chelsea last year in November. It's been a year. He hasn't improved on his weaknesses, and the very kind of nerve-wracking ball at his feet moment still gives me shivers when I'm at Stamford Bridge. And like I said, our defenders would rather deal with opposition themselves rather than pass back to Sanchez, because otherwise teams will force errors out of him, and that's what happened. And
but he's better than Jorgensen, right?
I mean, I've seen, well, you have to say yes, because Sanchez has played Premier League games, but Jorgensen we haven't seen enough. But when he had the chance against Newcastle, I don't know, it wasn't great.
What was so bad? What was so bad about him? Was he trash?
Everything.
I think no, he's trying to play out the back. He's trying to play out the back with these bozos. That's the problem. Do you know what I mean?
And defense doesn't help. Defense doesn't help because defenders and goalkeepers are supposed to work together, but with ours, But yeah, no, I agree. To go back to your point, it was so unnecessary to play Disasi as right back. Gusto equally should have played in this game, and I think that Maresca underestimated Newcastle massively. They literally lost to us. Why did he think that we'd go away to their grounds midweek for a cup that they also won, that they were in a final for not long ago? Probably the only realistic cup that they can win for themselves, and they can believe that. Why did we think that it'd be okay to rotate?
I think he overestimated. I think he overestimated how strong they would go yesterday.
Yeah,
they've got Arsenal coming up at lunchtime.
Yeah,
I think he overestimated how strong the lineup.
We could have played Gusto in this game because let's be real, against Man United, he should be starting. Reece James is right back, Marco Correa is left back. He shouldn't be having to. I don't really want to see that whole Reece James as a left back, Gusto as a right back. Not that it didn't work, but Correa is a good left back. Play him there. Gusto could have played in this game, and maybe different result. Maybe he doesn't make the errors. Maybe he doesn't score that own goal. But hey, that's a bunch of maybes.
I agree, and also we have to. It's not. We did get in behind them multiple times. It was just either the wrong pass or shocking first touch from either Felix or Nkunku yesterday in the box, or it was just a weird, that I'm not surprised that João Felix missed that because I don't really rate him that much, but that chance that João Felix had when he just tried to dink it over the goalkeeper and it just went completely straight. It didn't even I don't know what he was thinking.
That was like deja vu from João Felix in his first season at Chelsea, wasn't it?
This is. I don't mean to rag on João Felix. Everyone knows what I think about it. If you don't know, I think he's the ultimate comps. He's an ultimate comps player for me. Do you know what I mean? He's up there with Ousmane Dembele and Memphis Depay. Do you know what I mean? It's like ultimate comp players. He's just, he's okay, but that's it for me. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's just one of those things I will never get. When he signed for us, I wasn't like yay. I was like okay, fine, like that. But he's just one of those. But yeah, it was a bad day.
Have Chelsea got a few like that? Like, have Chelsea got a few like that? I mean, this Mudryk guy, no one's speaking about again. Like,
he's improving.
He actually played well yesterday, Dan.
I swear that.
You can only improve. Like, do you know how bad he is?
You can only improve so much. No, but hold on. The reality, so let me just tell you guys how much he improved. From Nkunku, Shrewsbury Hall, Felix, and Mudryk, Renato Vega, Enzo, the best player on that front line was Mudryk. Just contemplate that.
Okay, now say all of those other names again, and then you will have your answer.
Nkunku, João Felix. Nkunku and João Felix by themselves. If he's better than them on the game, that's a massive improvement. The guy 1 year ago was not a footballer. Was not considered a footballer, bro. He improved. He created 2 clear-cut chances yesterday that Nkunku and João Felix should have scored. But they fluffed their lines. They couldn't even control the ball, bro. Nkunku's first touch yesterday was horrendous. João Felix, he gave him the ball yesterday, Mudryk. João Felix could have just controlled it, just side-foot it, and then João Felix decides to dribble inside the 18 for some reason.
Bro, the thing with not so good players is any of them can look better than any of them at any given day. Does that make sense? Like it's all bums. One of them is just less bummy than the other. Like that's literally all it is. And to be fair to like Nkunku and Felix, then they're legitimate football players. Mudryk probably just had a good game. All right, fair enough. I mean, I didn't see the game.
He played good in the Conference League as well. He played good in the Conference League.
Played in the B team.
Sorry?
They've scored in every other game they've played in the B team, both Felix and Nkunku. And I mean consistently.
What, against the teams that you don't know how to pronounce their names and you don't know what country they're from? And
but that's not the point, is it? You can only beat what's in front of you. So what's the point? They are in the B team.
The fact they're in the B team of Chelsea, who are not one of the best teams, is already.
But you can't play everyone, Mo. So what would you do? So you think that they should be starting over like Palmer?
No. I don't think that's my point. Like them playing in the B team already says enough because Chelsea aren't Man City for them to be. Does that make sense?
Like we've got 2 teams, but what's the argument here? I'm not understanding.
And my argument is that Mudryk is horrific regardless of how well he plays in one-off games. That's it. That's the point.
He was the poorest winger in that list. Yes.
Yeah, that's the only point I made.
We should have the same energy though for the price tag. He's been here 2 seasons. The price tag that he cost. Why is it different energy for different players? Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, yeah, okay, Mo, like he said, and you both say he's improving. He's good. Okay, great, but he's improving in the B team in the cup games against Panathinaikos. So This is what I'm just trying to say, that yes, a great, he's improving, but he won't get a Premier League start. That's the point I was trying to make.
And I mean, like, Mo, you did kind of caveat it with like Nkunku and João Felix had a really bad game. So like,
Nkunku was unlucky a little bit, poor game, but
is it really Mudryk improving, or is it just everyone else
being terrible? And to be fair, Nkunku and Felix have shown at times in their career that they are adequate, decent football players. Mudryk has never done that. So if he has a
Felix has never shown.
I'm not gonna lie. Felix has been solid. Like World Cup 2022.
What we're saying is that Mudryk facilitated the ball.
Yeah, Mudryk's he's decent. I mean, I've liked some things I've seen from Felix.
Look,
we're not the biggest fan. We're not saying we're not saying we're the biggest fans of Mudryk. What we're saying is last night,
good player, and I think he's a good player. I've got to be real.
Who? Sorry,
go on, Andrew. I'm lagging. Go on.
Am I on a bit of delay? I think I might be.
He's on a bit of delay. The host.
I'm on a delay. I'm going to hop in and hop out. I'm going to try again.
All right, cool. So what I would like
no, it was me, man. It was me.
Oh, damn. So what I would like to know, because I think Mo brought up a very, very interesting point in it about the whole leeway thing, on the players that they've signed. And I just want to link on to that, And I want to just first caveat it. I'm not trying to make it about Arsenal. I'm not that typical Arsenal fan. Mo did bring up Arsenal first.
You are, but fine.
Mo brought up Arsenal first. It's not me. It's Mo in it. So I just want to link onto it, So I remember a certain fan base, actually no, all fan bases, but Chelsea was definitely one of them, was slewing my manager for not taking the cups seriously. And whoa. We have Enzo Maresca in his first season already is not taking the Carabao Cup seriously. So I want to know, are we going to have the same energy for Enzo? Are we going to be slewing Enzo?
To be fair to Enzo, I guess he has to play those.
You mean
after
5 years of management, we're going to do that?
Because
whoa! Because I knew that was going to be the comeback. See, I can see the future. Okay. Yeah, I knew that was going to be the comeback. But people were saying this after his first full season. People were saying, why did he not take the cup seriously in his first full season after winning the FA Cup in his first half season? So try again, Andrew. Win this up. Try again. Come on.
No, I think they said that 2 years after the first year when he's trying to get titles and stuff.
I had to deal with it. Let's go, man.
I've been on it. No one's mentioning him in the cups. Maybe some Arsenal fans, but no rival fans are mentioning him with the cups.
They weren't.
I think we were saying, why are you sitting in eighth?
Okay.
I think we were saying, why are you sitting in eighth? That's what we were saying.
Oh, really?
To be fair to Enzo Maresca, he does have, like, as Nina rightfully pointed out, like 3 squads that he has to use, so they have to play in the cups. Because if they don't play in the cups, what are you going to do? And obviously, so him playing these players is not him not taking it seriously. It's just the players on that team are just not good. Does that make sense?
So wait, I didn't watch the game, so I don't know too much. But people are telling me that Palmer wasn't even in the squad.
No, he wasn't.
No, it's not only that, bro. It's not only this. He played Dewsbury Hall right wing, touchline winger, bro. He wanted to lose the game. He played the Sassi right back and Dewsbury Hall right winger. He could have even put a competent right winger.
Sancho was ill.
Sancho
was ill. That's why.
Look at the names we're saying, though. This is Chelsea. I feel this hurts, bro.
What's wrong with
but it doesn't mean you play Dewsbury Hall right winger, bro.
What's wrong with these names?
Sancho can't play.
It's sad to see. That's all.
What's
I would
sad?
say,
Hold on, are you cup? Are you? I thought it's only cup tied.
There's no
cup tied on. It happens in the league.
No,
as well.
No,
I thought it's called cup tied. You can't play in the cup.
Sancho's on loan. Sancho's on loan. Okay. You can't play.
Even if you're on loan, you cannot play in the league as well. I thought it's called cup tied.
No. If you're on loan, you can't play against your parent club. He just can't play against United.
Only in England.
It's different in Europe. Different in Europe. Yeah, it's only in England. In Europe, it will be fine. It's only in England it happens, unless you get special dispensation from the.
What was you saying? What was you saying, Salad? That's sad.
Yeah, I was interested to hear.
It's just sad how far Chelsea have dropped, man. It's just upsetting. I see some of these names.
I love how you're here to provoke us today, but it's not going to work.
I swear to
I'm happy
God,
with my
I'm not, because I remember Chelsea's B team used to have guys like Solomon Kalou coming off the bench and John Obi Mikel, like very good players, and now we're hearing, oh yeah, Sancho was ill. That's Sancho would have made it. It's just annoying. Like, it's just sad to hear.
Oh, don't be sad for us. We're doing just fine, Mo. Thank you very much.
Love that. Love that, man. He is like come out fighting. I love this. This is a good panel, I've got to say. Big up, man. Enjoying the show. Make sure you guys are, man. We've got 600 of you locked in. Make sure you hit the like and you've hit subscribe by now. And we're on the way to 30k people. So let's make sure we hit subscribe. Make sure you follow all of these guys as well. Look, I want to move to Arsenal because there's rumors. I'll start with you, Hooks, that Odegaard could be returning this weekend, bro. Now, Odegaard, along with, Calafiori and Tomiyasu, they're going to be out for a number of games. But we're talking about Odegaard, who's been out for the majority of the season. Now that he's back, bro, we've got this Ethan Nwaneri conversation to have and the Martin Odegaard conversation to have, man. So I thought, who better to start with than you, bro? Come on.
Hi, Mo. I'm hearing the Odegaard's back in the squad for Inter Milan. Yeah, man. We're going to come to San Siro and we're going to roll on you with the maddest of ease. The boys are back in town.
I wouldn't say that, bro. I'm not going to lie. I think that's the one team that you can't chat to.
Boys are back in town. Yeah, that's right.
The one team you lot can't chat to, bro. Inter Milan.
Man. What do you mean? We've beaten them before.
Yeah, that's a long time ago, bro.
It's in our history. It's not my fault we haven't played them since, but the last time we played them, you get me, you know what I mean? But yeah, look, it was great. Yesterday was a wonderful game. I won't lie. The first 15 to 20 minutes, I thought we wasn't really kind of taking it seriously. We was kind of just, there didn't seem like any real intent. It's just like we was moving the ball about, didn't really rate Preston too much.
Can I respond before you go on and waffle about the game yesterday against a team that I don't know the name of? Can I just respond to what you said? I'm just gonna tell you couple of listen, my man, couple of words.
Mo, how do you respond to a monologue, you shameless guy? Let him finish first.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. Hooks. Let me just respond. If you come to the San Siro and win against Inter, I think that will be your Champions League in your history. Fantastic to you, bro. It's fantastic. Great to you, bro. Fantastic. Come to the San Siro and win. And maybe you can leave the trophy there. We can give you a replica in San Siro. It will count.
Really?
By the way, it will count, bro. It's fantastic, bro.
Really?
Yes, it's a group stage. That's you know what the difference is. That is your flex.
It's actually the league
That
stage.
is your flex. Your flex is we went to Real Madrid and beat them with Henry. We went to Inter and beat them. We don't. You know, teams like our teams, bro. Chelsea team. We don't flex these things. We just don't.
Oh, you don't. Yeah.
Seriously, bro. And also, to be honest with you, it doesn't matter if your old team is fit or not. If you come to the San Siro, bro, your team is not comparable to our team. Just let you know.
Oh, really?
It's not.
Really?
I swear to God, it's not.
Oh wait, Mo. So you think that you're going to beat us?
Yeah. Yes, of course.
100%.
Yes, of course. Yes. We're definitely the best you can get. The best you can get is a draw out of there if you park the bus. Yes, 100%.
The best we can get.
The best you can get is park the bus and get a draw 100%.
Interesting.
Bro, be Bournemouth, bro, first, and then come talk to me, bro.
I feel like the same way Hooks is talking.
Bro, imagine if they lose to Newcastle, they will disappear from the internet, bro. If they lose to Newcastle this weekend, they'll disappear from the internet, bro. You won't find them. You'll find pots, though. Bigger pots. You'll find Hooks because they have channels and they have to show up. It's their work. You know what I mean? Otherwise, they will disappear, bro. Do you know why they will disappear?
All due respect.
No why.
All due respect, Mo. Before you worry about me and trolling me, there's someone else on the panel that you have to worry about.
No, I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about Napoli as much. Napoli have a. The difference is Napoli has a winner. It is the difference.
I put my scarf on.
Napoli. Do you know what? I'm worried a little bit about Napoli. Do you know why I'm worried about Napoli?
One game a week.
They have a winner, bro. They have one of the best ever coaches to coach a 1 game a week team in a league, bro.
Facts.
The difference is, do you know what the difference is? You can't say that, Hooks. You just can't.
Huh?
That's
We
the
have,
difference. You
we
can't
have Kai
say
Havertz in our
that.
team that's won the Champions League and Jorginho. Just saying.
Flexing, you know what?
Oh my
Flexing.
God.
I'm not
Flexing
going.
other
I'm not
teams.
going there.
God.
I am not
Flexing
going
other
there.
teams'
I'm
Champions
not
Leagues is
going there.
disgusting.
Hey.
I'm not going there.
I'm just stating the fact.
That's
Is
yo,
it
no,
not?
but bro, flexing
Is there
another
not winners in the
team,
team?
not
Wait, is there not
flexing
winners in the
another
team?
London team's Champions League
No.
is disgusting
Wait,
work, bro.
Wait,
That's
but
disgusting
didn't
work.
Paul say we don't have winners? Is there not winners in the team?
Bro,
Did I
flexing
miss
your
something?
neighbor's wife is not cool, bro. Just don't do that, bro. Bro, don't do this, bro.
Wow.
Don't do this, bro.
Wow.
It's like I lived with my neighbor, bro.
All right, Mo.
Bro,
All right,
his
Mo.
girl is.
Okay, Mo. Let me ask you a question.
Anyway, I'm done here. It's a
If
joke,
you
guys.
find-
It's a joke, guys. It's a joke.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
It's all
Oh, yeah.
right, bro.
So back to the game.
It's all right.
So back to the game. I think after those first 20 minutes, we really just like lit up Preston. And I mean, I say that in it was kind of expected, right? Like I didn't predict that they'd be able to do anything. It's like all due respect is Preston, isn't it? But one thing I do want to take away from the game is we showed again, because I think we showed it in the game against Liverpool as well, is there is another gear in terms of attacking football that we can reach in it, because let's be honest, in like the first maybe 7-8 so games, we haven't looked that fluid going forward in it. But I feel like this was a game where we created a lot of chances. We had a lot of shots on target. We looked really dangerous. And I think a lot of that was to do with the fact that we played a natural 10 in the 10 position. And it was like, whoa, who would have thought that if you play a 10 in the 10, magic will happen. So, I'm really happy for Ethan. I don't want to hear about no other young players at any team. You know, he is him. Ethan is the guy. He is the one. He's the chosen one. Ethan is Neo. Yeah, he's gonna come and save Arsenal, bro. He is the chosen one. You get me? And it was a beautiful goal. Like the confidence at that age to just let the ball just slide across your body. What first time? You get me? It was beautiful to see. Very Saka-esque. Very, very Saka-esque. And, you know, I think he was man of the match on the pitch. Obviously, there was other performances, you know, like, and I see a lot of people slewing Sterling. From my perspective, Sterling had a good game. I think the only thing that he didn't do good was put the ball in the back of the net. But everything else was fine. So I guess now I'm kind of experiencing a bit of that frustration that Chelsea had in the last few seasons with him. Is in everything else he does well up until the point of getting in front of the goal. Good to see Jesus get a goal again. You know, it's been a very long time. He's got a bit of his confidence back. It was a good finish as well. And I mean, outside of all that, we just played solid. You know, we ended the first half with like 79% possession. That's crazy. That's a high number. I ain't seen that in a while. So, yeah, we take it. We move a few more minutes in the tank for other players. And then just full focus on Newcastle now, which I think will be a very comfortable win.
It's going to be a good game, man. Newcastle.
You think you're going to go to St. James's Park and have a comfortable win?
I do, Mo.
If you do this, bro,
yeah.
I'm changing my whole perspective about Arsenal since the beginning of the season.
The fact that they went to
a
Villa,
tough place to go, bro.
No, but the fact that they did it at Villa is what surprised me. You know what I'm trying to say? Like the Villa game, like Arsenal's shown they can, even though all of Arsenal's games have been somewhat of a struggle, they've got comfortable results a lot. I mean, Villa Park is a much, much tougher place to go to than St. James's Park right now. And the fact that they won there is, I mean,
same with White Hart Lane.
And even the Etihad, to be fair, you guys should have won that game. Like you're talking about St. James's Park, like this is. I mean, it's not the same thing. It's not the same St. James's Park, to be fair. Can I quickly just go back to that Inter Milan Arsenal point, because obviously both of you are here, and that's you lot's next Champions League game. I feel like you're both underestimating each other. I feel like Mo's completely disrespecting Arsenal, and I feel like Hooks is kind of just. But Inter Milan have conceded for in the top 12 in Serie A. Only 2 teams in the top 12 have conceded more goals than Inter Milan. You concede a lot of goals. So if Arsenal can sit back, set pieces, counter-attacks, they can get a result. It's not something that's ridiculous. Arsenal are a very, very like our top team, one of the best teams in England. And at the same time, Inter Milan, in my opinion, are the best team, one of the best teams in the world. So it's not going to be easy for either of you to win that game. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Mo Salah, yeah. Mo Salah. Do you know what it is? Odegaard's back. The captain is back for the Inter Milan game. And that, for me, is the game changer, because it's not only that he's back from injury, yeah, it's that he's had a very, very prolonged period of rest,
which he hasn't had over the last 2 years. Facts.
Exactly, which he hasn't had. So he's coming back fresh.
I mean, the thing is that tips the scale more in your favor, but I do think Inter Milan's squad is just so good, and the way Inter Milan have been playing, I think Inter Milan are a top 2, top 3 team in the world personally. Right? Obviously, I say that.
Sorry, remind me Odegaard's schedule this summer in international tournaments. I just want to know what was his schedule.
I don't think he played. You know, I don't think he played.
No. So this whole thing about he doesn't play a lot of games because you only go far in the league. You don't go far in any cups. So this whole schedule thing is a load of nonsense.
We went to the quarterfinals of the Champions League.
All quarterfinals. That's in what, March?
I mean, it's still pretty far.
No, and Norway doesn't get to any tournaments.
He actually plays in every single Norway game when he's fit.
Okay, that's because isn't he captain?
He's the captain of Norway. He's the captain of Norway.
Okay, he's captain. But
captain, yeah.
But how did Norway do in the Euros this? How did Norway do in the Euros this summer? I just want to know.
I don't know why you're speaking to me about this. I'm not Norwegian, bro.
No. I just want to know all this tiredness of Odegaard is BS.
That's a question for the City fans out there, by the way, who claim they have the best player in the world.
Why are we doing on to City?
International. Scott McTominay has more points in his group than Haaland does. Do you know how crazy that is? That's more for Haaland.
This is just referring to Odegaard with his schedule. Odegaard's schedule is not busy. He doesn't play a lot of games. He's had rest. He's had rest this summer.
He plays every single game that Arsenal play, bro. Arsenal got a team that does. Okay.
Sorry. Why shouldn't he play? Why shouldn't he play every single game? He's such a great player. What I'm saying is he got rest this summer. He's not tired. He got rest this summer. He's not tired.
Oh, he's not tired.
I hope he ain't tired. I hope he returns the fire in his belly, man. I'm needing to see this Odegaard. Right. People are saying that we haven't missed him and results have been going up. We have missed him, man. Trust me. We've missed him. He's absolutely vital for us, man. But do you know what? I think Ethan deserves a mention. And I think just before we go to the Newcastle,
Odegaard played almost 60 games last year for club and country. 60
games.
There you
go, man. There you go. That is a lot.
He played 47 games for Arsenal and he played I think 9 or 10 games for Norway last year. Like, bro, almost 60 games. And he started almost every single one of them, apart from I think 2 or 3 in the league, which is insane, regardless of whether you're going far.
I will say again.
Do you know what?
Was he playing in the summer tournament this summer?
No, that's the point. You played 60 games.
Doesn't matter.
I actually want to before we go, it's a good segue to the Newcastle game. But I actually think Arsenal fans are actually having their priorities completely wrong, right? A lot of Arsenal fans are worried about Inter midweek. They're like, okay, we're going to go to San Siro. We have to win and we have to do. I think you have a crossroads of 2 games around the Inter game. Win or lose. And I said that, I said that about my team. When we went to Man City away, I'm like, I don't care. The new format of the Champions League, at the end, nobody will remember this. But they will remember the 2 games around the City games that Inter dropped point because my manager chose to play his strongest lineup against City. Who cares? I get it's people want to because of Mo, because of like we do damn parts, we do like all the Dio and all the stuff. But at the end, Arsenal fans talk about the Inter game more than they talk about the Newcastle Chelsea game, and that is not the important
it's the other
one.
way around for me.
Exactly, bro.
Now,
because you can lose to Inter.
It's the Inter
can lose. Inter can lose to Arsenal. Arsenal can lose to Inter, and it doesn't affect their chances of going through, which is what City fans said the other day. City fans, I was in the space yesterday. They said, we don't care about Sporting because we have the easier game to win and we'll qualify anyway. But we need to reserve energy and players for the league games. That is the main thing. A lot of Arsenal fans, I'm like, yeah, Chelsea, bro, you play Newcastle and Chelsea away.
Newcastle and Chelsea, to me, are must-win games.
You can be out of the race. You can be 11 points or 10 points behind City. You're done. All your eggs are in one basket on the cup competitions, which is one moment can take them away from you. Same for my manager. I had the same energy. The league is very important for me as an Inter fan. Why? Because I have the best squad. I want to win my league. That's the point.
The only reason I brought up the Inter Milan game is because you support.
Okay. But the problem is a lot of Arsenal fans are thinking, we have to do this.
I'm not gonna. That's the Twitter El Clasico, Like if you're on Twitter, that's
For some reason, yeah, for some reason. I believe it's because of me, to be honest. It's because of me.
There's a lot of other Inter Milan fans that are on social media.
Nazario as well,
yeah. Nazario, what's it called? Forza Inter, Salvi,
yeah, Gianni, yeah.
And you're all involved in Premier League Twitter. So, and Arsenal, of course, like it's just a big game on Twitter. It's
Well, before we get there, because we're skipping over loads of games at the moment. We're getting towards Inter, Chelsea. We got loads of games coming up. It just proves that Arsenal have actually got some mad couple of weeks coming up. Obviously, we've got over through Preston now. Wanting to touch on whether Arsenal, you think as a panel we could win the Carabao Cup, and if you think we're favourites for it, and what that might mean for Mikel Arteta in this squad. Also looking towards the weekend's game at Newcastle and Chelsea, by the way, which people are not thinking about. That is going to be a madness. Arsenal, after this Liverpool game, which was difficult at the Emirates, I've had to go away 4 times in a row. Preston, Inter Milan, Chelsea, Newcastle. This is absolutely mad, but it's happening. And this is what we all want it to be, right? This is what we want as Arsenal fans. We want to be going and playing the best sides. We need players back. Ethan Nwaneri is one that people are talking about as potentially being the guy that deserves a start. But now Martin Odegaard is potentially back this weekend, or definitely for the Chelsea game, it seems, or maybe Inter Milan. There's a lot to talk about there. Gabriel looks like he's going to be fit and it's not a bad injury. That's got to be a big bonus for Arsenal. So Arsenal pretty much got their best team again now in this run of fixtures. We need to win these games. Now, Inter Milan, I would actually say I'd take a point at that San Siro move, because I still don't think that's going to knock us potentially in our new format of the league. I know that we've dropped points at Atlanta, but I do feel like with the games we've got coming up that we can win them quite comfortably if we get our shooting boots on, right? So I feel we can still go and qualify for this top 8. But Chelsea and Newcastle are absolute must, in my opinion. Nina, let me bring you in, man. What have you made of Arsenal so far this season? And do you think that we are now favourites for the Carabao Cup?
Statistically, obviously not favourites. Liverpool are. But you've got, I won't say easy, but an easier quarterfinal against Crystal Palace. You're at home for that as well, I think, are you?
Yep.
Well, there you go. So I think you've got the edge for that one. It should be light work, technically. When you look at Crystal Palace's results, maybe the last sort of couple, they beat Tottenham, didn't they? And they obviously beat Villa as well, knock them out. So not that you shouldn't underestimate them. You've absolutely got the quality, and that's a must. The pressure is on Arsenal to win that game, so you should get through. And then who else? You've got obviously Man United, Tottenham. When you look at that tie, that could probably go either way, but you've still got a team like Liverpool, and they've got the know-how of this cup, how to win it. Trust me, been there. A few Wembley losses against them, we know. So favourites, strong words, but I think the pressure is on you to win this cup as well. I think you guys absolutely should be winning a trophy this season. I think the pressure, like I said,
has to this year. Yeah. Do you think Arteta has to win a trophy?
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, wouldn't you agree? Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely, yes, because, you've made yourselves title challengers now for a couple years. It's not exactly like it's a surprise or it's a what if. You guys are up there and you really should be winning a trophy. So in that regard, yeah, I think there is pressure on you, but there is also quality enough in your team for you to be able to win a trophy. What have I made of you guys so far this season? I think it's not been as smooth sailing as you might have wished at the start. I think Odegaard's been a pretty big void for you guys. You've maybe managed to kind of nip around that and adjust for his absence, but Odegaard's been a big creator for you. I think you've missed a little bit of that playmaker in some of your matches. But yeah, overall, we are almost level on. Are we level on points with you guys? Almost. Obviously, it's 9 games. But you've had a tougher run at the start of the season, so maybe you can kind of you might say decisions gone against your way, but there's obviously been a lot of 10-man Arsenal games, which hasn't massively helped you. But yeah, I think there's a lot of pressure on Arteta this season. I think on Arsenal as well. And frankly, I don't believe in the bigger fish to fry excuse if you guys do lose out or get knocked out of any of these cups, because they all should be winnable for you now. You have come close. You've smelt that kind of Premier League the domestic cups equally. But favourites, statistically, no, but you should be. Yeah.
Favourites to win the cup.
Man.
Who cares about the cup?
Let me bring this comment up.
Hey. You should care about the cup. And I think
You shouldn't. Arsenal?
No.
No, you shouldn't.
I can.
Why not though, Mo? Because what have they won recently in the last few years? Why shouldn't it be a
It is-
cup that they want to
it is-
win?
Okay, I know Dan wants to bring out the comment, but
Let me. I know you wanna. It is actually going to be linked to this, Mo. I was going to bring it to you. It's like you read my mind. So, we got Doofherg here who says, and after he wins it, the goalpost will be, oh, it's just the Caraboa. Now you got to win something bigger. Is that what you're getting at, Mo?
the thing about Arsenal is that because you challenged a couple of years and because you were 7 points out of City or 6 or 5, whatever you want to put it, and because you took it down to the wire, and because your manager is the longest serving manager without a Premier League title or Champions League from the top 6, top 5 teams, he bypassed that cup game. Arsenal's stature as a football club now is bigger than the cups. It's literally bigger than the cups. Cups are cool. They add to your trophy cabinets. But I don't think Arsenal at the current moment, cups are not enough. You need to focus on the league and the Champions League. Chelsea can say that. Spurs can say this. Man United can say this. Arsenal, with a manager that has been here 5 years, have been very consistent. He needs to do the most in the Champions League and the league. If he wins the cup along the way, that's great. Trophies add. But him focusing on the cup, if that means he will lose a game in the league because he would play his starting 11 in the cup, I don't think so. It's not enough. The cup is not enough for them.
But don't you
If
think
that was 2 years ago?
Don't you think that they're a team that have enough quality and they should be able to manage the cups as well? And
They actually
almost
don't have the
do them.
depth. They don't have the depth.
Okay.
Do you not think, no, Mo, if we win a cup and we go all the way with City, fall at the last hurdle again, we finished 2 points off of them like last season, but we've got a trophy. Don't you think that's
Better than nothing. 100% you're right. Better than nothing. It might warrant him staying in the job. 100%. It warrants him staying at the job. You're right. But I think that
Hooks don't think so. Hooks thinks Hooks will get rid of him, right?
Yeah, like for me, like obviously I want to win the cups, innit? I want to win everything. I expect to win everything.
yes.
Like that's how long we've been here. That's the squad that we've built. I'm told every transfer window, even though I believe we're missing a lot of items that could be added to the basket, they're happy. They're fine. They feel it's enough in it. So I feel this season, go and show me that you're right and I'm wrong in it. I want to win these cups. But let's just say, for example, Arteta wins the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, but doesn't win the Premier League or the Champions League. Then I want him gone. It's too late for that now. It's actually too late. Like, you know, we should have been doing this in like year 3, year 2, and like, yeah, the cups and not a league, innit? But we're now like, this is our 5th year. Like, if we're not gonna go and win the league now, realistically, when are we gonna do it underneath him? We only finished 3 points off. I expect the league now, minimum. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna lift my nose up at any of the cups. I love the FA Cup. I'm English. Grew up. With the FA Cup.
Yeah, that's all you know as an Arsenal fan, which is fine. Yes.
Yeah, and it's the trophy that we've won the most. Like that's something
Exactly. That's what makes you a big club.
It's like no. What makes us a big club is the.
So great. Okay, chill.
Mo is trolling, man. Come on.
Trolling you, bro. So you don't bite. It's okay. Keep going. Don't
I
bite.
had to correct you, bro. I just had to correct you.
Okay, go.
I do believe that if we're not able to go and actually win a major this year, then we have to look within and think, okay, maybe it's time to make a change and see if someone else is able to take this squad over the line. Because
do you think you are in the place to win the major, which is, I think you mean the Premier League or the Champions League?
Yeah.
All right. Even with the way you play,
I think it's more likely that we can win the Premier League than the Champions League, because the Champions League is like, once you get into the knockout stage, it's like anything can happen,
you know the crazy thing is, I actually think Arsenal are more built to win the Champions League than the league, more so because
the way he plays this season,
because of the way Arsenal set up. I don't know if they can, but I'm saying the way they set, like the way Arteta has built this defensive juggernaut, I think you're more built to win Champions Leagues and cup competitions that way. Maybe it's not sustainable over 38 games in the league, but
that's the one I want. Somebody keep asking me, do you want the Premier League or the Champions League? Of course I want both, right? I'm not gonna turn my nose up at either of them. They're incredible, but I want that Champions League so bad, man.
Mm.
And do you know what? I wanted to bring you in, Salah, right? Because there's a comment here. Oh, first of all, big up to Mookie for the super chat. Absolute legend, my bro. Thank you so much. This one, though, comes in from SG, who's very anti-Arteta. I wanted to throw this your way, Salah, because I know you're a fan of what you've seen from him. I think that's supposed to say salad. It's odd that you support Arteta when he's a failure. He's got an ego of Pep, but doesn't realize he's the paella Pardew. And I'm disrespecting until he wins the league. I will never respect that clown. Now, that's some serious words, man. And some would say harsh words. Big up for the super chat, all the same, SG. What are you telling me about that, Salad?
What I'm saying is, when Arteta took over Arsenal, look where they were and look where they are now. Before Arteta came, Arsenal weren't a legitimate title contender for close to a decade, more than a decade. Now, year in, year out, Arsenal are a title contender. Arsenal are one of the best teams in the world. And over the last 2 years, should have or could have won the league over a team, Manchester City and Pep Guardiola, arguably the greatest manager of all time, who spend ridiculous. Bro, Man City's wage bill is out of this world. That's number one. The players and quality that Manchester City have is ridiculous. The only reason and I'll keep saying this, the only reason Arsenal are even competing at this level with Manchester City is because of the system and the structure that Arteta has put in place. I don't think these Arsenal players are as good as Arteta's making them look. Like, you guys have Kai Havertz up front. They have Haaland. Odegaard is no Kevin De Bruyne. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, the depth that they have is complete, like, it's ridiculous. So that's why I'm such a big fan of Arteta. I was a Arsenal hater. Like, over the last 10, 15 years, it's easy to dislike Arsenal because they're a funny club. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But now they're a serious organization, and that's because of Arteta. That's because of the control that the Kroenkes have given Arteta. He has a lot of say in the players that he gets, and it's working. Maybe you haven't won the Premier League over the last couple of years, but you were in no position to win it because of the players. The only reason you're competing is because of Arteta. I believe in Arteta highly, and even Mo will tell you, if Inzaghi goes now, he wouldn't mind taking Arteta because he's a quality coach.
Would
Arsenal,
you say?
Hold on. Potts, can I ask him a question? Just came to my mind. I know it's your channel.
No, go on.
Talent. I'm gonna name names for you that are current managers, right? And I want you to tell me, would the Arsenal be in the same place or not if they are given the budget and the time
from where they were 5 years ago? From where they were 5 years ago.
Yes.
So in terms of building the project the same way Arteta has. Okay, go for it. Go on.
Inzaghi.
No.
Xabi Alonso. Amorim.
No.
Arne Slot.
Definitely not. He's been here for 10 games. What are we doing, Arne Slot?
Pochettino.
Definitely. No. But the reason because
you know,
is, right,
doesn't matter.
The reason, okay,
no explanation.
Let me tell you why I'm saying. Okay, after give me all the names and I'll tell you why I'm saying
exactly. No. Diego Simeone.
Potentially.
Xavi Hernandez.
Definitely not.
Luis Enrique.
Potentially.
I'm running out of coaches, people. Can someone bring up more names? Thomas Tuchel. Hansi Flick.
Gary O'Neill.
Thomas Tuchel, no. Hansi Flick, possibly.
F off, surfer.
Nagelsmann.
And so now that you've given me now that you've given me 20 managers,
and all of them, you said Arteta is better than them.
So let me explain. The first 2 years that Arteta came, he was given minimal backing, and he had to bring in players like Saka and Martinelli and include you. None of these managers have shown that they can consistently get to the top with minimal backing and using youth. He identified Saka and said, you know what, I'm going to build my project around you. People forget Odegaard was at Vitesse Arnhem on loan, bro. Like, his career was taking a downward spiral. He said, you know what, I might. So he identified all of these things. A lot of these managers you're naming have either bought these players, like, for example, Inzaghi was the first name you said. Inzaghi inherited a team from Antonio Conte, the squad from Antonio Conte. Yes, he's been given no younger players. Like, he's been backed decent enough, maybe with free transfers, etc. So they've got a veteran, older squad. Arteta has built this squad from basically nothing. A team that was a joke is now a Premier League contender. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's why. I'm
gonna let the Arsenal guys respond as well, like, because it's a very sensitive topic. Actually,
I think Amorim could have done it. What he's done at Sporting, he could have done this for us.
That's why I kind of gave the. You know what I'm trying to say?
Because remember, he's essentially the Portuguese version of Atletico Madrid going up against Benfica and Porto, basically Madrid and Barcelona of that league. He's won 2 leagues in 4 years.
I'm
Look what they're doing this
listening.
season.
People think I'm not listening. I'm absolutely listening
Look
to what Salah
and
is
remember,
saying.
he's had his team.
I'm just taking notes to learn how to talk about Arteta next show.
He's had his team. He's had his team ripped apart. We never know. I don't like these conversations, and we never know what the situation.
You know the thing about it is that he's absolutely right about saying that, but saying that that nobody else would have done this job, I think it's a disservice to the others.
We haven't seen it though. That's what I'm saying. We've not seen it.
Yeah,
none of these managers have done it.
See, I think it's like I don't really like the hypotheticals.
And to be fair, when Arteta wins the Premier League, all
debates
of
are built on hypotheticals.
When Arteta wins the Premier League, people will start respecting him and seeing him in a different light because he will win it. If not this season,
but that's the thing, innit? Like I don't like the hypotheticals in it because maybe X could have done Y, maybe Y could have done Z. Who knows? Like I'm not in the. I don't live in the Marvel multiverse in it, so I guess I'll never know in it. But the only thing that I do know is, he did pull our club out of the mud. Like he has put us into a place where now I can confidently go at the start of every season. We're going to be up there challenging. We're going to be up there challenging. Like I'm going into the league, like going, okay, we're either going to be first or second. But at what point, do I go, man, I really just want to lift it?
Facts.
Can I just say something really quickly? Arteta's first season, obviously he was only there for half a season. They finished on 56 points. The next season, 61 points. The next season after that, 69 points. Then 84, then 89. So they've shown improvement every year. If they can improve incredibly and then get to 91, 92, they will win the Premier League because City aren't as strong anymore. So
that's what we got to do, though. If there was
any season
does that, cool. But there's always that doubt about Willie.
If there's, like, for example, this year, if he has a worse season than he did last year or the year before that, then we can start maybe having discussions. But if he's improving every single year, what? Because City are bad. Just bear in mind, City are not doing this just in the Premier League. They're getting to Champions League finals. They're doing this in Europe as well. They are the best team in the world and have been for a couple of for a while.
But do you know what, Salah? Do you know what I think my concern is? Do you know what I think my concern is? I don't know if Hooks is the same. There's a lot of Arsenal fans that are like this. Let me bring this comment up because it's absolutely bang on. The Cronkies, what I believe they're doing, they're putting the manager's career over the club. Arsenal are the star, not the coach. And I understand Arteta's done a great job. In fact,
can I just say something about the Cronkies real quick? I had it literally 24 hours ago. I was on Mo's channel and we had this exact same discussion. It
was not me, but fine.
It was your channel.
No, it was my channel. It's fine.
It was your channel.
It's all right, bro.
Yeah,
okay.
Bro. It doesn't matter how the fans feel, how the media feel, how our podcasts feel, or how our live stream feels. Bro, these owners, when they see progress from a manager, they back him and they're not going to fire him. As long as there's fans that are paying to go to the Emirates and they're selling out every week, week in, week out, the Cronkies will keep him because they like that young coach that they can
agree with that.
They like his philosophy. And that's why after the first 2 years, they gave him almost full control of transfers. Arteta has a say in literally everything that goes on at Arsenal Football Club. And it's the same with their team in LA, the Rams, with Coach McVay. It's the same with the Denver Nuggets. It's the same with the Colorado Rapids. So there's no point discussing every stream if he doesn't win it, are they going to sack him? If he doesn't win it, there's no point because they're not. It's not going to happen. So you might as well look at the positives, look what he's doing, and then predict that he will win it eventually because he's shown that progress.
He will be at Arsenal for at least another 5 years, in my honest opinion.
Definitely,
in my honest opinion.
And I promise you,
Dan, no matter what the fans want,
if he's there for those 5 years, I promise you he's going to win at least one league title in these next 5 years, guaranteed.
So we'll have one league title in 10 years with the manager.
Can't guarantee that,
bro.
Can't guarantee that.
Yo, I said at least, and when he gets over the hurdle once, Pep Guardiola is not going to be here for a long time. They're going to win the most trophies over the next 10 years. Arsenal are winning the more Premier Leagues than anyone else, in my opinion.
Wow.
Can you say that again? Can you say that again?
No. I think they're going to win one while Pep's here. And Pep's going to leave.
Isn't that the whole point? That they can show that they can beat a Man City to the title.
They'll win.
A good Man City, not a Man City that's declining in
they'll win it. I still think Arsenal are going to win it this year, personally. That's me. Especially
that will be the bigger achievement, in my opinion, as opposed to
now that Rodri's injured. I think Arsenal should be the favourites to win the Premier League this year.
So they've already given up 6 points. They're 6 points already behind, and City aren't even playing well.
5 points.
They not even got the second part of the season. Like City always, from January, they motor on.
To be fair, last year's second part of the season, Arsenal only dropped 4 points in the whole second half of the season.
But we're talking about this.
They got 56.
Right, but we're not. We're talking about this season right now. They've already got a 6-point disadvantage, right? And City don't. No, it's 6. Isn't it?
It's 5, 18 and 23.
Oh, sorry, I thought they were 24. Apologies. Well, okay, we've already given 5 points already, and we know City don't really motor in until late January, February time. So they
look at their face. Look at their face. We have to bring in the context.
No, we can't. No, we can't. It doesn't matter.
I saw that table as well, by the way. Arsenal playing more teams than anyone else.
All the same teams.
No, but they still have to. No, but they still have to play Liverpool home and away.
Yeah, but you lost to Bournemouth.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What does it mean? Yeah. Oh, wow. A football team loses a game. Who would?
No, but what I'm saying is,
you know what I mean? I didn't think Arsenal
you can't give up to. You're right in saying this isn't the best City team ever, right? I never
said that. I just said
no. I'm just saying generally. I'm saying generally. That's a general thought. This isn't the best City team. They're a bit weaker. They haven't got a replacement for Haaland if he goes down injured or anything. Alvarez is gone, something like that. But you're already behind. Now, yeah, you had a tough start. Boo-hoo. Everyone has a tough parts of the season. You need to get over it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we're coming out of our tough part. That's my point.
That's fine. Can you? Well, you haven't knocked out of it yet. The next 2 games, they've got Bournemouth and Brighton, I think, right? Away, am I right? In the league, I think they've got Brighton and Bournemouth, whatever way it is. You have to make sure before the international break that lead either stays the same or it shortens like that. Do you know what I mean?
Don't worry.
You just got to make sure. You got to make sure you're in touching distance come January, and then I don't know if you will buy anyone in January, but if it comes to January, do you look in the January market and go, what do we need to just get us over? Because I think they'll spend on a midfielder. I think they'll get a midfielder in January and everything like that. What do you do to match them? That's all. Do
you know what I honestly don't understand? Yeah, and this is why a part of me that doesn't really like a lot of the discourse that happens around Arsenal. Yeah, is I remember in the 22-23 season. Yeah, every single rival fan was saying, Arsenal fans, don't be gassed because the league doesn't matter until March, April, May. Yeah. But now all of a sudden, the league now matters 10 games in. Well, why does the context always change when we're talking about Arsenal? It's like, it's only when you talk about Arsenal that the conversation is just different. Like, why is it still not?
Let me shut this down right away. If you were a Liverpool fan, I'd be saying the same thing to you if you was a Liverpool fan. I'd be saying the same thing.
Again, I can't talk about the Marvel multiverse. I can only talk about
that's what I'm saying. I don't differentiate.
I'm not talking about you specifically.
I know. There's a general discourse.
There is a general discourse across the internet. Yeah, is that now all of a sudden Arsenal need to win every single game in the league, otherwise they're not going to win the league. But in the 22-23
what we're saying is this:
it didn't matter until March, April, May.
City regularly get 90 points or above for the past how many years, right? You haven't. This is the thing. I don't really like talking about points thing, but it obviously matters in City's case because they regularly get 90 points or above, right? You have to match them, and you did that last season nearly, back second half of the season. But it just shows that you have to be on it from the start with these guys. You cannot give them an inch. You and Liverpool.
This part of the season is.
But you and Liverpool gave last season. You and Liverpool gave them. Remember when they had their sort of bad run before they went to the Club World Cup and something like that? You guys, you failed to capitalize on it, and you allowed them off the hook. This is the thing. We're now 5 points in, and you've already played them. No problem. It was a very good point. You should have won that game.
Andrew, can I just say something really quickly? Have you been keeping up with City over the last three Premier League games?
Yeah, I know they've struggled. But
since Rodri got hurt, they've been this is completely different to what we've seen. They've struggled.
They keep getting across the line, though, Salah. They keep getting across the line.
That's what I mean.
That's gonna stop, though. That's gonna bro.
How do we know that? We don't know that.
No. That's not the thing. It's not consistent. You can't keep doing that, no matter who you are.
They seem to be doing it.
No matter who you are, you can't keep just getting over the line. In the Premier League, it will catch up to you. It's the Premier League. City, when City win, City usually win comfortably. City look good. City haven't looked good. So what are they doing now? Yeah, they're getting over the line, getting set piece goals right at the end. It's not. They drew against Newcastle the first game. Rodri was out. The second game, if Adama Traore was even half decent footballer, they're 3-0 down at halftime, and they shouldn't have got points against Wolves. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's going to come to an end. So that's why I think
we said this for the past 2 seasons before this. Are City that good? Are they going to drop off?
I haven't. Me personally, I haven't.
But the general disc was We've all had that thing. Is this the year City possibly drop off? Because we look at sometimes their transfer window and we go, have they really got?
Yeah, I
depth?
remember last season? Everyone said, "Oh, they'll miss Gonda and they'll miss Mahrez." And then the season before that, they haven't got Sterling and Jesus and Zinchenko anymore. They keep doing it, man. Listen, just got 1 sec, Andrew. Nina, I know you've got to shoot, so listen. Thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate your time, and thank you so much. And you're welcome anytime. So I really appreciate you
having me. Thanks for having me, guys. Take care, everyone.
Pleasure. Take care.
Always
Look,
a pleasure.
guys, I want to come to a close. I've got a couple of super chats I just want to get to, and then a couple of comments, and then we will get to a close. I've just seen the time. I can sit and chat for hours with you guys, man. The panel's been lit. This one is from Harvey. He says, how many players will leave if Arteta leaves? Personally, I think he's a big reason that we've got these good players. That's a good point, to be fair. Does the panel agree or disagree with this?
I agree.
I agree to it.
I agree, bro. The second Arteta leaves, Saliba is out of there. Odegaard is probably out of there as well.
Wait a minute. How many leave if you don't win things while Arteta's there?
That's the right one. That's the right question. Not the other way. Because what if Arteta leaves and they get a bigger personality manager?
Like who?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Everyone's always so quick to say, "Oh yeah, get someone to replace." Who's available that can even get Arsenal to playing like this?
Jurgen Klopp.
Huh?
Jurgen Klopp.
Jurgen Klopp. We know he's not available.
Jurgen Klopp.
He's not
Jurgen
available.
Klopp is available. Why is Jurgen Klopp not
What are
available?
we doing here?
I've seen Mourinho say, I'm not coaching in England, coach Manchester United. I've seen Mourinho say this. I've seen Antonio Conte say, I'm Juventus through and through. I'm telling you, in the future, Antonio Conte will coach AC Milan.
Bro, he's got another job. He is the president of a football team in another country.
He's not a president, bro. He's just whatever.
He's
advisor
like
sporting director.
Bro,
he's like he shows up once a month and gives his advice and then gets a paycheck. That's what he does. You know what I mean?
The only job that Jurgen Klopp is getting is the Germany job. That's it.
There is a guy that is out of a job that it's actually more successful factually than Arteta, actually.
Okay, who? You? Judge Moore?
No, he's the second best manager after Pep over the last 3 years.
Carlo.
Absolutely, he's out of a job.
Oh, no. No. Are you talking about the guy who just left his job, though? Talking about a guy
You're talking about 10
Yes. Yes. He's more successful. Won trophies, bro. Won trophies.
You're trolling.
I'm not trolling. He won trophies.
I would say there are managers out there that can take over from Arsenal, and we continue to go like this, right? But
I always ask for examples, and no one gives me a reasonable example. I've got guys.
I think Mo's manager could do a good job. I think Simone Inzaghi would be a good appointment. I think that's
a lateral move rather than one that's going to take you over the top. The question is, who's going to come in and right now and take this team over the top? There's not.
I would take Xabi Alonso.
I would take him. Might be someone else.
Nagelsmann. 100%.
Possibly. I hear that.
Yeah, no,
I can hear
that. Yeah, Nagelsmann.
Like some of them aren't realistic, like Klopp, Zidane, etc. I get that, but like there are managers out there that if we were to, I don't know, let's just say that Arteta goes.
We're always out of it.
What do we do then? But the thing is, though, Salah, people act as if like if Arteta leaves, Arsenal just fold. I just don't agree with that.
I won't say that because Arsenal are a very well-run football club now. Ever since the Kroenkes had full control of the club, things have been moving in the right direction from a structural standpoint and the way you guys operate. But I just don't. My question is, can someone come in and stabilize Arsenal? Absolutely. But it's just when people say we need someone to come take us over the top. I don't think that's someone out there. I just don't think it. You know.
Okay. Normski says, unfortunately, fans now see second place as the new top 4 trophy. We need to raise our standards and stop settling for second best. Arteta is on thin ice. I actually do agree with that. I think that there's the narrative that our second is just fine. I never said that against Sir Alex Ferguson. I never left thinking, wow, Sir Alex Ferguson is just too good. We can't beat him. Hopefully he leaves soon and then we'll win. I ain't going to do it with Pep. Like,
Dan, thin ice with who?
Look, it's thin on with the fan base, not with the Kroenkes. Fan base.
But the thing is, if you look at it, your fan base is still very much 65 to 35 for Arteta to stay and ride with him.
70-30, I would say.
Exactly. So as long as that's the case, He's not on thin ice with no one. He's just
Bro,
on thin ice.
You're preaching to me. Always been saying it for years. I think this
I think
guy's
that's the
saved
problem,
at
though,
least
right, Dan?
about 5
That's the
years.
problem, though, right? Oh, what you said about Stan, that's the problem.
I think so.
That's the
But
problem.
then apparently 70% of the fan base is saying, "Nah, come on, man. Well, second
It's
place
like-
is good." Whilst Pep's
It's
here.
like because you sleep because if he doesn't win for another few seasons, you then sleepwalk into a Wenger period, right, where you just finish in the top 4. That's all it is, and then you start having like
we're 5 years without a trophy. We were 9.
Exactly.
Into Wenger. We're over halfway already to the Wenger out stuff. So like, how
Exactly.
long does this last? And if we go another 4 years without winning something, and we go another 9, are we still going to be saying, "But trust the process"? Like, come on, man. Like,
that'd be amazing.
you
If
know
I hit
what?
it in 4 years, that'd be
I guess
amazing.
there's a
You know
point
what?
where it comes to an end where
That's
it's just
another
healthy
realistic
for everyone
option.
to part ways. You know what I'm trying to say? I feel like after a couple of years, it comes to an end. And it's just healthy for everyone to go their separate ways. All right, cool. We've hit like a stalemate. You go somewhere else with your career. Well, I guess that's the case. But yeah, anyway. But I just don't think they fire him in it. That's what I'm saying.
No, I agree with that. Listen, people, we've got any more supers? Have I done them? I think I've done them. Oh, this was a good question actually for Salah to wrap up on. What do you make of this? For Salah and Mo, sorry, for both of you. What happens if Arne Slot wins before Arteta?
What happens if Napoli wins the Champions League this year where we're not in it? Same probability, bro. It's not happening.
But what if it
Okay.
does
Hang
happen?
on, there's more probability Slots
happen.
winning it than Nap. What? That's not even what?
No. Let me. Okay, forget that question. Sleepy. Salah.
No, I'm trying to
What if
say.
Arne Slot? Okay, what if Arne Slot finish ahead of Arteta in the league and goes further in the Champions League? That's more probable. It's probable.
Cross that
It's a
bridge when we get
plausible
there, but I
situation.
Cross that bridge when we get there, but I doubt it. But then again, I do think Liverpool have incredible players. Again, Arsenal don't.
So do I.
Arsenal's players aren't that good. The only
So
reason
why doesn't Arsenal have good players? Arteta has been there 5 years.
He's helped build the squad.
Why doesn't Arsenal have good players? Salah came from the Italian league. Van Dijk came from Southampton. Konate came from Leipzig. Trent is an academy footballer. I can go on and on. Gravenberch was a
came from
failure at
Hull.
Bayern Munich. Why doesn't Arsenal have good players that are
they've got
comparable?
good players. I just think other teams have. I'm not saying they're not good players. They're excellent players. They're just not as
But
good.
you
as,
said they're not as good as Liverpool.
yeah, I don't think. I
You
mean,
admitted that.
I think they can.
Which I agree with you, by the way. I agree with you here.
I don't.
We
No,
agree.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying Liverpool have excellent players, right? Arsenal. People are forgetting, bro. The average age of this Arsenal team is like 24, 25. Like they're all still very, very young. God knows how good Saliba's going to be in a couple of years. God knows how good Saka's going to be in a couple of years. He's improving drastically every single year. Like it's still a very, very young team. All these Liverpool players that we're talking about, all of them are in their primes. Some of them kind of past it. But
I think you're right in terms of Arsenal and Liverpool's comparison. I think Liverpool have got more world-class players than Arsenal. Whether they've got a better 11 or better team, I think is debatable, better squad. I think when you look at Mo Salah, Alisson, Trent, Van Dijk, they're walking into like world 11s, right? I don't think Arsenal have got any players that walk into world 11s. We've got some that might do in a few years' time, the Sakas, the Odegaards, the Declan Rice, Salibas. But other than them, I'm not sure that we've actually got what Manchester City and Liverpool have got in terms of quality individually in certain positions. But he's had time now. I've said this, and I'll close on this. If we don't win the league, I kind of look at the Cronkies and the board a little bit more than I do Mikel Arteta, because I'm not so sure that we have provided Arteta with the best squad to go and win that league. But we've definitely got a good enough squad to go and win a trophy. And that's on Mikel Arteta. So we've definitely 100% got to win something this year. And I think the Caraboa Cup is the first one we should win. And people laugh at it. I know Mo didn't diss him, but he said we should be going for more than the cups. I agree. We should be going for everything. But if we win the cup, that for me is a good season because we have won something with this side. And not only that, it actually wins and breeds some confidence and some winning confidence in this side that we haven't had for a very, very long, long time. So I look at it now and think, yeah, why can't we go all the way in the Carabao Cup and finally win that? It's been 31 years since we've won that competition. That's way too long for a club the size of Arsenal. We should be winning trophies. That's the way I see it, man. But listen, we've come to a close. Absolute legends, all of you for coming on. Big up to Nina and to Jacob who were on earlier. Make sure you go follow them as well. Make sure you're over at Footy Judge Mo. Mo's putting out amazing content pretty much every day, 2-3 shows a day sometimes. So please make sure you go and help him on the road to 30K like us as well. Please make sure you do that. Halftime Hooks, smashing it every day. I see him online doing stuff as well. Over 1,000 subscribers already within the first month or so. That's amazing. So big up to you, mate. And make sure everyone is going and following Hooks. And make sure you are following Winter Surfer as well. You can see on social media there. And of course, Mohamed Salad also. Big up to every single one of you for coming on. Please make sure you show Manscaped some love. FTM20 is the code you need for 20% off for Christmas. So please make sure you go and do that. Big up to all of you for your super chats. Big up to all of you for your comments. And we will see you next time. Take care, people. We're out of here.